All rise for the Honorable Tim G. Jacob as he presides here on the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Let's get into it. What I got left? I got the AFC South, NFC South, AFC West.
I think that's it.
Okay. So I'll load y'all up with the rest of that before season start. I want to get into the AFC South preview.
Okay.
You know, Houston, Jacksonville, Tennessee, Indianapolis, there's youth and there's some experience. Now, Tennessee has been the crown jewel of that division for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is, do they get back to the rightful place on the throne? And when you got a Jacksonville team that's emerging, that's took a step forward, won a playoff game, challenged Kansas City a little bit. It's going to be very interesting to see the AFC South kind of take fold between Jacksonville and Tennessee because of the simple fact that I know Tennessee is a prideful group. But hard to argue with the parts that Jacksonville has. Last year, you had Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, Travis Etienne, Evan Ingram, Trevor Lawrence, and company. Now you bring in a Calvin Ridley, who a lot of people were like, this dude is the next thing coming. He's on his way because of his route running, his ability to really just shake defenders and things. And you add that to a bunch last year that was phenomenal last year in terms of just the expectations and a playmaker, a play caller like Doug Peterson, who knows the game, is an offensive genius, creator, etc. And he can get guys in the right scheme. And then on top of that, you also drafted Tank Bigsby at running back to kind of back up the running backs situation in Jacksonville. I got to put Jacksonville at 1. Okay. I got to.
Okay.
But I'll tell you this. Tennessee's going to be a 2. They're going to be 2 in this division, and it's going to be a hard road for Jacksonville. I think Tennessee is going to give Jacksonville the challenges that they need to have as a team because they're so young. And I think they can right the ship. I think they can survive a game or two, a game against against Tennessee.
Okay.
But I just think the talent is going to outweigh what Tennessee can do. Derrick Henry's back. You got DeAndre Hopkins. A lot of people say, well, okay, Tannehill's there. I got it. And that's gonna be the thing that will hurt Tennessee is the depth. But man, Jacksonville has the depth. So if Calvin's not having a great day, Christian Kirk could have a great day. Or Zay Jones could have a great day. Or Evan Ingram could have a great day. They just have so many weapons. And I think that's what's going to be the catalyst for Jacksonville to win the division. And the defense is very good too. Their defense is very talented. They got some very good guys on the defensive side of the ball. This is going to be a very much a dogfight of a division. Very much a dogfight. I think at 3, I'm gonna give Houston the nod over Indianapolis.
Is that because of the dysfunction right now with this whole Taylor shit?
Well, not necessarily even that. I think Stroud is the better quarterback in terms of rookie years, starting them out fresh. I think Stroud's the better quarterback, and I think Stroud has the better situation than Anthony Richardson at Indianapolis. And yes, part of that is the ownership and the Jonathan Taylor business. That's a good part of it, especially when you don't know who is your guy walking into week one. We've all heard preseason the kind of issues that Anthony Richardson has with accuracy, which CJ Stroud's not going to have.
Okay.
So that's a factor. So I would take Houston at 3, and I would take Indianapolis at 4. Sorry, cuz. I got a cousin that's a Colts fan. I know, I get it. But I would have to put my money on the Houston franchise taking a slight step forward in terms of improving and competing and winning ball games compared to the Colts. Now, the Colts are winning games in the preseason, but that's the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
I do personally think that Houston has a much more stable situation in terms of offensively, defensively, and winning games. Mm-hmm. So, but the AFC South is going to be one of those divisions that it's Jacksonville's to lose, but I wouldn't be shocked if Tennessee won the division based on the experience, based on the better bill of health, if they have a better bill of health, bringing Hopkins along, and just the way Mike Vrabel coaches his team up. That's a defense you don't want to play week in and week out. You don't want to play that defense week in and week out. They're physical. They challenge people up front. That's a tough team to deal with in the South.
So does this division come down to which brand of football you believe in more? Tennessee's run heavy, generational, in my opinion, generational running back centric offense, or the Jaguars modern day everything quarterback, supposed to be a generational quarterback. What they call him?
The prince that was
I know they call him
Nick.
Yeah, I know they call him. But I think I've seen Peyton Manning 2.0 as well. I think I've heard somebody say that. That might have been the same player. I think it might have been Nick Wright as well. Where you got Trevor Lawrence? Is he a top 5 guy league wide in your opinion?
Top 5?
Top 5, top 10.
I would definitely say right now, today, he's top 10. He's probably top 10. He's probably 10th if I had to make a list. Like right off the bat, just make a list. I'd probably put him 10. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's a top 5 guy yet, because you still got to deal with the likes of Burrow and Hurts and Mahomes and Allen, if you want to do that, or Lamar, whatever, Joe Burrow. I mean, you got all that. I wouldn't put him 5 definitively, but I think 10. It could be an argument. It could be some smoke. It could be some barbershop. It could be some Clippers cutting off to argue this point. Put it like that.
And he's undoubtedly the top quarterback in this division. So
yeah, absolutely that. Mm-hmm. And again, the byproduct of his success is the fact that he's got the talent around him. Mm-hmm. He's got 3 very capable receivers. You can look at Calvin Ridley like a 1, Christian Kirk like a 2 or 1B, and you can look at Zay Jones like a 2 or whatever.
So this the kind of offense that if I'm picking fantasy, I grab some guys out of.
I got Trevor Lawrence today in the auction league for $17.
How many leagues you in this year, T?
Too damn many.
My brother, I keep telling y'all, my brother is a betting man.
Now ain't no money on the line. Ain't no money on the line. They hit me up and they said, "Hey man,
he doing for fun. He doing for money. It don't matter.
Would you play? Because we need an extra guy." I said, "Whatever. I just play." Okay. So I just got Trevor Lawrence for the low auction league. They not the easy leagues to draft in, but I just said whatever. I play. Mm-hmm. But Trevor Lawrence is the best quarterback in this division. Mm-hmm. that he has the most talent in this division. They should win this division
Handily?
pretty handily. I would say pretty handily, because I think Jacksonville's defense has enough to kind of deal with Tennessee.
Okay.
I do think though they could easily split because Tennessee has just got so much. They're galvanized. They got a good culture. They're not gonna lay down for teams. They're gonna fight. They're gonna compete. They've got very good players in all spots.
Can D Hop, if he can stay healthy,
Yeah.
Okay. Can he elevate Tannehill?
No.
Ooh.
No, I don't see that. I don't see the elevation of Tannehill per se, because really it kind of comes down to the scheme. Like when you need D Hop to get you a first down, he'll get it. But the D Hop of the Houston days, I don't know if that's going to be that guy based on the system that he's dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he's going to be a problem, but is he AJ Brown? I don't know. Now
you saying that just because of his age? Because
age has a factor.
Because D Hop has been better than AJ Brown now in before.
AJ, I think it's got to do with age. I think age is a big factor. I personally think that it's kind of like Tennessee wants to say, Tannehill, you're our guy, but we want to move on from you. So you got that dynamic. Like, okay, what if Tannehill stinks up the joint? Now you're gonna bring in a Malik Willis or a Will Levis or whoever to help settle the waters per se. So just them not having that kind of quarterbacks like a Trevor Lawrence in that division, it kind of hurts Tennessee. And I think the shine is worn off a little bit in terms of Tennessee and company.
Mm-hmm.
Tannehill is serviceable, but I don't know if he's the guy from 3 or 4 years ago when Tennessee was knocking on the door per se.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my thing.
Okay. Well, let's run it back down for him. Okay. You got at 4.
I got Indianapolis.
And I at 3.
I got Houston. Yeah, Houston Texans.
At 2.
I got the Tennessee Titans.
And of course, at 1,
and the Titans are fringe playoff, fringe wild card.
Okay, I'm glad you threw that
fringe
in there.
Fringe wild card. And then I got the Jacksonville Jaguars at 1. Duval will be happy with me.
I think he will be happy with you about that.
No
All right. Well, were you talking about Lil Duval or were you talking about the county?
Everybody.
But real ones, y'all chime in, let us know what y'all think about the honorable ones verdict when it comes to the AFC South.
Duval.
All right, put it on something.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel, because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.